Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be trying out a bunch of new makeup. There's some things here that I'm suspicious of, but I think there's a lot here that I'm also going to really love. So before we get into today's video, I'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. I'm going to start off by retrying this product here. This is the Kosas BB Burst Tinted Gel Cream. So I posted a first impressions with this on YouTube Shorts, and I didn't have a very positive experience, to say the least, but I'm willing to try it again. I'm going to try a different application technique and see how that goes. I'm going to apply the shade 14 Light Plus Neutral Warm. They recommend to apply this like a tinted moisturizer, so to me that means with your fingertips. I tried that yesterday. Today I'm going to try with a brush just to see how that goes. I'm going to apply it just like I normally would with most of my foundations. This is a very thin light coverage product, so it's meant to have light buildable coverage, a smoothing and blurring effect, a vibrant pretty finish, and a comfy and refreshing feel. So yesterday I tried this and it didn't sink into my skin at all. It just like stayed on top and it slipped around my skin and it pilled like crazy. So let's see how a brush goes. It does have a smell. It smells like their foundation. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to describe it, but it just smells like Kosas. So I did a few things differently. I also shaved my face last night because the first time I tried this product, it adhered to all of my peach fuzz and not my skin. And it also adhered to some of my dry patches that I have around the outskirts of my face. Just as a quick reminder, I do have an oily combo skin type, oily in the center and more normal around the outskirts. But with a brush, it's applying like a complete different product. Hopefully I'm not speaking too soon, but it's feeling different. The pillage is happening. Can you see? Right there? Again, right there. Just as I was getting hopeful, it's completely pilling on my skin again. So I don't know. Can you? Yeah, you can see. Like, look at that. It just sits on top of my skin. Dang, okay, I really thought a brush was going to make a world of difference. It did the same thing on my bare skin, and I didn't want to wear this without like an SPF. I always want to wear my SPF, especially for like a light coverage product. So I am going to be wiping this off. I feel sad. I really wanted this one to work out for me. The foundation didn't work, nor did the tinted oil. So I had high hopes for this one, but unfortunate ending. I got a few comments saying that this may work better for dry skin types. I'm suspicious though, because it did pill up on me right away. Pilling will happen on anyone, and it did catch onto my drier patches around the outskirts of my face, and it just clinged onto all of my peach fuzz. So I don't know. If you end up trying this and you have dry skin, let me know. But if you end up hating it, I told you. I don't know. It doesn't feel good to me. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly put on another base that I like, and I'll be right back. My skin is very mad at me for wiping my skin. I should have just gone and washed my face and not taken the lazy route, because now I'm paying for it. But it will fade. I'm just a little red and blotchy right now. I just went in with the Clinique Even Better SPF 15. This just pairs well with all types of things. So now let's move on. Fenty Beauty came out with a new concealer. This is the Wear Even Hydrating Longwear Concealer. They sent me a few shades here, so I'm just going to figure out what color works best for me. I feel like this one might work best. That's the shade 150N. The one in the middle is 160W, and the last one is 125C. Ooh, okay. It has a super thin finish. I went in with a tiny bit at first. It has good coverage. I just want a little bit more to see what it gives. So you can see the differences here. This is kind of like more full glam and just everyday appropriate on this side. I think it looks nice. It has a very thin consistency with potent coverage, which is typically the types of concealers that I like. It does have a nice hydrating finish that's not too glowy or anything. It just makes my under eyes look really nice. And it's not the kind of hydrating that like completely highlights every little bit of texture underneath of the eye. It actually looks good. I really didn't like the last concealer that she came out with, but this one looks nice. I'm just going to use a little bit of that color around my face. Still blotchy. My skin has been so sensitive as of late. I feel like that's just winter things. I mean, I think I like it. I wouldn't put it all over my face if I didn't. I think I like it. Let's see how it sets into. And to set my under eyes, I'm going to be using the new Huda Beauty Peach Pie Easy Bake Powder. And I feel very inspired by this whole Team Pink, Team Peach marketing they did for this new powder. I want to do like a peachy look today. I have a upcoming peach blush I'm gonna wear, same with like an eyeshadow palette that has some cute peach tones. It's really nice and brightening. I thought the pink was gonna be for me, but I may just be Team Peach. It's really nice and brightening. What do we think? I filmed a TikTok and a YouTube short. I feel like I've been saying that so much, but I've been upping my game in those departments. But I did one side Team Peach and the other Team Pink, just so we could see the clear difference. But yeah, Team Peach looks really nice, doesn't it? I don't have a new bronzer and contour, so I'm going to use a little bit of this Fenty Beauty Amber as my contour, and then I'll use a little of this Cosmetics Sculpting Powder Bronzer in the shade Slip to bronze up my skin. Here's an up-close shot of my skin. I wanted to show you my under eyes here. What do we think? I didn't take a really up-close look, but hey, that looks pretty good to me. That concealer has potential. I feel like it just kind of like seamlessly entered my life. I don't know, felt really nice. Now for blush, I have this to try. This is the One Size Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio. This is going to be my first experience with any One Size product. This is the trio in Freaky Peach. So it's kind of fun. You get a cream with a little lid, just like the Patrick Ta ones. So cream, a powder, and like a highlight or like a shimmery blush. So that was the shimmery one. This is the powder. Ooh, and here's the cream. Oh, it feels a little bit like moussey. Ooh, it feels very moussey. Very, ooh, wow. That's super silky. I thought it was going to be like balmy, but it has like a air whipped feel. Nice. Okay. I'm excited to try this now. That texture felt very intriguing. I'm going to take my Rare Beauty blush brush with a little bit of the cream to start. I'm going to try to squeeze all three formulas on my cheek, so I need to remember to add small layers of each, or else we're going to be an orange. Okay, so there's the cream on its own. Now let's add a sheer little veil of the powder. Whoa, okay, that is not sheer. Oh my god, so pigmented. Okay, that's extreme. And then I'll take this brush. This is a little BMX 255 Accentuate brush. This line never fails to make me giggle. It sounds like bikes. And then I'll take the shimmery one and add it to my cheekbones. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. It has like a really nice gold shift to it, and it's very seamless. Like, it's not chunky or glittery whatsoever. I don't know if this is my journey. I don't know if it's my favorite, but good quality product for sure. The product is nice. I like the trio action. I think it's just the tone that's putting me off. I'm not huge on like this type of orange blush. I like my peach blushes to be more on the corally pink side instead of orange. So I think it's just like a tonal preference here, but otherwise I feel like everything blended out okay. I'd be interested in trying like a different trio. It may look good with the rest of the makeup look I have in mind though. But now that we're at this point, I'm going to take some setting powder, and I'm going to be using the new Cosmetics Portrait Mode Refining Setting Powder in the shade Sheer. I tried this in my all pink everything video and I actually liked it, but this is the second time I'm going to be trying it out. This one feels pretty close to its claims. It's very seamless, very flexible, but it doesn't look like you're wearing powder at all. Super diffusing, and you only need a little bit. I'm intrigued by this one for sure. I wonder if this will become like one of those products I naturally gravitate towards. Just trying to soften up the transition between the blush and my cheek right here. It's just looking a little weird to me right now. I do have a separate highlighter that I wanted to talk about today. These are the Flower Nose Little Angel Collection embossed highlighters. It came in this gorgeous packaging. You might have seen it in the beginning here. I just displayed it on my chair there because it's so beautiful. This collection is just stunning. It's full of little cherubs, and look at that. And the outer packaging is just as equally beautiful. Amazing. Let me know if you'd like to see like a full face or what kind of video you'd like to see with all of these products. I think they're so beautiful, and it takes me a long time to actually start using them. I need to like look at them for a while before I feel worthy to actually dip into the pans. But there's a few shades here. Let's talk about these. So let me swatch them. So in this collection, there are 4 shades. These ones right here. This white one right here, touching my forehead. It has a really pretty blue reflect, and it's a little bit more on the glittery side, but the rest seem to be like a nice satin type. Okay, so it seems that there are 2 glittery shades and 2 like more satins. So this one right here, which is one of the more satiny leaning shades, is the shade 02 Paradise Lost. This one right here is a glittery one, and that's the shade 01 Something Fable. I can't read this font. I don't know what. Gross? No, it looks like Gross Fable, but I know that that's not it. And this one here, which is so vibrant, is another satiny one, and this one is the shade 03 Chanting Anthem. And the last one, which has that pretty vibrant like violet blue reflect. Wow, that looks insane on camera, and it's so pretty in person. It's the shade Moon River. I went on their website to read what that shade was called. It's Eros Fable, not Gross Fable. Okay, makes more sense. Let's go in with a little bit of this one. I feel like this one has kind of like a peachy base to it that might work, and that was the shade Paradise Lost. I'm taking this with a grain of salt because, you know, I am layering it on top of another like satiny product, but it does look quite texture enhancing. It looks not my favorite on my skin. So I don't know if these are for me, but I do admire and love looking at them. I like this shade though for like some more fun looks. It has such an interesting shift to it. It's so dramatic, like it's there and then it's gone. It disappears so well. But yeah, I don't know. I'll bring you in as close as I can. Can you see what I'm seeing? It just looks very particly. Like it doesn't look like a nice satin even shimmer. It just looks very sparse and weird. Even on the nose here. Not my favorite type of highlight. In fact, the opposite of favorite. So that's too bad. Dang it. I thought I was gonna love those. Okay, I'm just going to take a moment to prime my lids and do my brows off camera. So please enjoy the intermission. Okay, before I start the eyes, I wanted to try this One Size Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. And I don't know if I've ever tried a setting spray like this that comes in like an aerosol can. I'm a little bit nervous, but let's try. Okay, shake well, keep eyes closed. Thank you for telling me. Hold 10 to 12 inches away. Ooh, I'm scared. No, I'm not. It's not that dramatic. It's, oh. I don't know if I like that. Oh, it's like, oh, it's not even wet on my skin. Wait, what? It feels like I'm putting on hairspray wrong. Oh, it is going up my nostrils. It's gonna make me want to sneeze. How exhilarating. Oh, wow. Oh, my nostrils. Give me a moment to collect myself. I'm collected, but I don't know my thoughts on that. I don't know if I loved it or hated it, but it was an experience and I feel awake. So now starting with the eyes, I have this beautiful palette. This is another Flower Nose product, but I can't with this collection. I have an obsession with strawberries and this is just way too beautiful. This is what the inside looks like. It has these cute little pastels. This is the palette in 05. It's from the Strawberry Rococo series. Really cute. And their blushes are even cuter. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to use this. This might just be like a collector's item for me, but this is the blush in 05 as well. This is what the outer packaging looks like, and the inside is just way too beautiful. Look at the detail. I can't ruin that with a brush. That's like a little precious thing I'm going to like to look at, but not use. So there's a few things going to happen on my eyes. So this will be like the main show for sure, with the little cute pops of color. I'm going to build the look using this Dasique palette. This is the palette in 24 Muted Nuts. And then I have this, which I used right away. I got it yesterday. This is the Judydoll highlighting powder. This is the only one like this. There's 3 other shades, but they're more of like a satin. This is the only one that's like a true beautiful glitter topper. I purchased this recently on YesStyle. I did a little haul on TikTok and I tried all of the things I got, but this is so spectacular. I can't wait for you to see it. But yeah, that's what's going to happen on my eyes. To start off my eye look, I'm taking a little bit of brown liner. This is the Cheekbone Cosmetics Empower Eyeliner in the shade Cedar Brown. And I'm just going to do a quick little liner shape. Do you guys remember the I'm Cold look I did a few months back with like the pretty blue? I want to do like a peach version of that. This is a MAC 263 brush and I'm just kind of maneuvering this around. Just taking a clean like flat detail brush and I'm just going to rub on the edge just to really help smoke that out. And I'm going to carry just a touch on my lower lashes as well. Ren, please don't wreak havoc right now. Now I'm going to dip into this eyeshadow palette. I'm going to take the deepest shade to start. These don't have like crazy pigmentation. They give more of like a softer effect. I don't know why I struggled saying softer there, but it happens to the best of us. I'm just going to pat it on top of this liner here. And then I'll take that same smudgy brush I used and I'm going to take the brown right next to it. This one here. Boop. And I'm just going right over top of that. With that same brush and the same brown, I'm taking that right in the crease here, kind of flowing up like so. I'm going to take a fluffy brush now, and I'm taking a mixture of this shade and that one and that one. I don't know. I usually stick to 2, but let's go with the 3. And I'm just going to blend that. Ooh, that really stuck to my eye primer. Dang it. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit more blending than I was hoping. Oh, damn it. Just a little bit of panic blending for you. Now I'm taking a white liner. I need a white base because these are very, very light pastels and I want them to pop as much as possible. So I'm going, okay, something's telling me to break it on the back of my hand. I just took some on the back of my hand and I'm kind of smudging it around to create a paste and to warm it up a little bit. Okay, yeah, this is going to be the move. And then I'm taking this flat brush. This is a Moda SMI shader brush. And the white I'm using is the Melt Cosmetics Slick Waterline Pencil in white. This is kind of like a look on its own, isn't it? I kind of like the white just like that. That's cool. And I'm popping some in the inner corner as well because I'm going to do like a little wraparound. And I think I'm just going to take the pink and the peach from this palette today. I'm tempted to add this blue, but I just want like a peachy look. I'll save it for another day. So I'm taking the pink first and I'm going to put that on the inner portion. And I'm going to do the wraparound with this color too. Switching to another brush, I'm now dipping into the peach. Hope there's a good difference between these two colors. Oh yeah, and I'm packing on a ton. And I'm just gonna flick this outwards to fade it off. Those are very, very, very pastel. They barely have impact. If I were to do this again, I'd probably do an ombre with cream shadows close to these colors instead. But I guess it's still cute. It's still pink and peach. Just taking some more brown shadow just to complete down here. Now I'm taking that Judydoll highlighter, which is that really pretty glitter, and I'm going to overlay that pretty much all over the look. Ooh, so cute. That's so pretty. I love how there's like no base pigment to this. It's just like that gorgeous glittery topper. I'm going to repeat that and I'll be right back. So many things almost went wrong with today's video, but it's okay. I already started applying without realizing I wasn't filming, but this is a new mascara. This is the Judydoll Curling Iron Mascara, and this is really interesting. Look at this wand. Hold on. What is that? Look at that thing. Isn't that crazy? I started putting it through my lashes here and it's working. This is supposed to keep the curl in your lashes really well. Oh, it's kind of building up good. I didn't expect much out of it. Interesting. I like how it coated my lower lashes. We'll have to see how it compares to my Clio Kill Lash. I don't know if it will, but I like using it. It's really a really different experience. That's different, all right. I did not expect to get this out of this, but that did more than a lot of other mascaras I've tried. What the heck? That is so interesting. What a fun experience. I'll have to keep you updated on that, but interesting, hey? Okay, I don't know what else to say. And finally for lips, I don't have that many options. I have this from e.l.f. though. These are the Pout Clout Lip Plumping Pens. There's so many of these out now. I have a clear one. They sent me clear. I wanna see how juicy it gets. I was hoping that it would have like a minty smell. It doesn't. It smells like something else. A little bit of coconut, maybe? Okay, that gives more. Oh, there's a plumping something happening. I felt it. It's happening. It's happening. I can't decide if it hurts. I'll take a few minutes and I'll be right back. I feel like it did something, but it doesn't feel like super stingy, but there's a little bit like of a cooling tinkle. Not as cooling as like the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glows, like not that type. Not like the minty cooling plumping feel, but it's different. But it doesn't hurt. I'm not mad at it. But I'm gonna, it's a little bit, oh, it's starting. Oh no, it's starting to do the thing I hate so much. Gross. It's starting to gloop. Dang it. Just when I was about to give it a little bit of praise. I'm going to try another shade. This is the shade Pinky Out. It looks a little bit peachy. It may work. So I'm going to line my lips using my Rare Beauty lip liner in the shade Lively. I think that's a okay tone. And then I'll put a little bit of this. Is that the vibe? Kind of, it's kind of cute. I felt like I needed to balance it with a little bit of brown. I just used a little Anywhere Caffeine from Makeup Forever. And here's my look of the day. I freaking love it, actually. Like, the tones pair so well together. It was a bit of a roller coaster there, but I think it turned out. Like, the lip matches the cheek really nicely, same with the tone right here. I love the soft ombre happening on my eyelids. It gives me vibes of 2016 makeup, but updated today. I don't know, I really like it. And the soft sparkle all over is so pretty. But now let's get into my thoughts on these newer products. So starting with the Kosas BB Burst. This is a big no for me. This didn't work with my skincare routine that works with all of my other foundations and my other skin tints. And it didn't even work on my dry, bare skin. It pilled up on itself even then. It felt really heavy and greasy even when I wore just a little tiny bit of it. It honestly felt like I was rubbing lanolin or lip balm all over my skin. And if that sounds good to you as a dry skin person, there's much better like serum-y gel type formulas out there that aren't going to pill up on you. Some that come to mind are the NYX Serum Concealer as a base product that is stunning always and very adjustable. Same with the MAC Face and Body or their Serum Powered Foundation or the Glossier Stretch Foundation. Really great options there that are amazing through and through, that are good for dry skin people. This is just a big no. I don't know how that's going to work for other people. You'll have to let me know in the comments below if you end up trying it. I can't even imagine trying to apply other products on top of that. I don't know how that would even go. But moving on to the concealer, the Fenty Beauty Concealer feels super promising. I love how my under eyes look today. It has not budged at all. Like even where concealer always creases on me right here, it looks flawless. I loved its consistency. It had a really nice hydrating feel, but it didn't enhance any of my texture. It was really easy to build up. It looked amazing, worked out amazing. A lot of good qualities to this concealer. I'm excited to try it again tomorrow. For the Huda Beauty Peach Pie Powder, really beautiful and brightening. I see myself incorporating this more into my daily routines. I like the color, it's actually really cute. I thought Cherry Blossom would be like as brightening as you can get, but this looks really, really nice and flattering on my under eyes. That's exciting, but that's definitely up to your undertone. But moving on to the One Size blush trio, I like the idea behind this for sure. I don't know about this color. That might be the thing that's throwing me off about this product. I do want to try a different color to see how my thoughts are affected then, but right now I feel kind of like meh about it, but I can see that it is really cute for today's look. It's not something I see myself thinking of or reaching for, if that makes sense. Oh, this was a big disappointment for me today. The Flower Nose highlighters, it just does not match my preferences. It's far too like chunky looking and texture enhancing. It just does not look flattering on my skin whatsoever. It just feels like I have like a dry patch where I place this. It's just not giving the kind of glow that I like, but it's stunning to look at. I'll give it that, but that's about it for that one. That's sad because I've tried so many of their products now. Their formulas are also amazing, but this one is my first big miss, I guess. Touching on the One Size Until Dawn, that was a surprising feel. I don't know. I'm going to have to try this again on a day I know I'm going to be wearing my makeup all day. I did film today's video pretty late in the day, so I'm not going to be wearing this makeup for that much longer, but I'm interested to see how this goes for me, and I'm interested to use this again because it was really refreshing at the same time as being a little bit spooky. For the M Cosmetics powder, I feel like this is something I'm actually going to get a lot of use of. It's so fine on your skin. It doesn't feel like you used anything at all, but it sets your skin perfectly. And it just feels so silky and nice and has a good amount of blurring action. I like it. I like what I'm seeing so far. And for the Flower Nose Strawberry palette here, I think this is a really cute pastel palette. The pastels actually worked really well. A lot of pastel palettes can pull really patchy, but this one is very smooth and consistent, and it has good pigmentation for a pastel. I like it, but I am enamored by this little donut looking thing. This is everything and more. I knew purchasing it that it was going to be wonderful, but I didn't know how wonderful it was actually going to be. Like, it's stunning. It looks like little pixie dust particles all over my eyes. I love it. So pretty. They're so fine, and it adheres really well to my eyelids. Like, I just applied it with a dry finger, and I only have like one glitter right here that has fallen on my face. So that's really awesome for this type of product. And then for the mascara, that was another really fun experience. I did not expect to get this kind of effect with it at all. I thought it was just going to be like a lash tint kind of vibe, but there's a little bit of volume there. And it's holding the curl in my lashes pretty well. I don't know if it's like as good or equally as good as my Clio Kill Lash, but it's definitely up there in effect. I'll have to see if it smudges or flakes or if my lashes like fall throughout the day. I don't know. I'll have to keep you updated. And then finally, for the e.l.f. Pout Clout lip plumping pens, I don't know if I'm into them. I think I'm a little bit bored of this type of product. I feel like we've been seeing them from every brand, but this one just feels a little touch gloopy. I used just a minimal amount of it on my lips right now, so it wouldn't have like a gloopy effect, but I don't get the shine that I want by just using a little bit. I feel like there are other ones that I prefer more. Even the NYX ones, I feel like the NYX one performed better than this one in my opinion. A little bit of a miss for me. But there we have it. Those are my thoughts on all of the new things I tried out today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I will link everything I used in the description box down below, so feel free to check that out, and I'll see you in my next upload. Bye!